I 28M messed up by asking my girlfriend 26F to stop talking about her late boyfriend. Her college boyfriend passed away in an accident 5 years ago. I 28M understand that he will always be part of her 26F life and she will always love him. Her grief and trauma and how she dealt with losing her boyfriend is a part of who she is as a person. We have been dating for 2 years. The problem is that she brings him into our relationship. Every time I make a mistake or get hurt, she always brings up how he used to treat her and how I should try to be more like him. She doesn't do it in an accusatory way, but it still kinda stings. It has been getting to me. Yesterday, I got news that I received the promotion I had been vying for. I was not very hopeful about getting it. It was a position which had many candidates from all different departments. We celebrated a little. We started to talking about how we could do all the things we had planned for. In the middle of the conversation, I joked about being too anxious about these things. She responded by saying that her boyfriend had always been so calm and collected. Very chill about everything. He could just shrug off anything. I am exactly the opposite. I am anxious and a person who worries a lot. I don't know why, but it hurt me a lot. I asked her to stop talking about him. She looked offended but didn't respond, and I just ruined the night. We sat there for a few minutes before she decided to clean up and go to bed early. I feel like I am being compared against someone I will never match up to. I know that he is very important to her, but can't she cherish him without making me feel like it? She has been distant today. I know she is hurt. She has barely spoken to me today. I feel I should have just ignored her comments and rolled with it. My message and delivery were all wrong. I feel guilty about hurting her. I should have done a better job of being sensitive about this and brought it up when she was celebrating. I want to sort this out and have a productive conversation with her so that we can deal with this issue. How need some help going about that. Update, I 28M messed up by asking my girlfriend 26F to stop talking about her late boyfriend. All the comments here helped me understand that we needed to talk about the issue, but she was still a bit mad at me. I thought I should just give her space for a few days. I think a day or two after it was announced that I was being promoted. Some of my colleagues hosted a little after-work dinner for me as I would be moving divisions and not working with them anymore. It was nice and it really touched me, and it also made me understand how ducked our relationship had become. I got what the comments meant, but I guess actually having a nice dinner celebrating my success felt great and made me truly understand how unhappy I felt. We had the talk a few days later. I told her that I felt unhappy and unappreciated. That I felt like I needed some time away from her. She almost seemed like she was waiting for this. She didn't seem particularly upset over it. She said she understood and she would move back to her parents as soon as possible. I know it is ugly, but some part of me wanted her to be upset. Some proof that she cared for me? I don't know. I feel like she didn't love me at all. I feel like I wasted years being in love with her. She moved out 2 weeks ago and I miss her a lot. Home feels really lonely without her, but at the same time I feel better. Not a lot, but I feel a bit better about myself. It is strange. She is not a bad person. She is a wonderful person, and that is why I fell in love with her, but the closer we got, the less happy our relationship made me. I know a lot of it was my fault and I need to work on communication skills. Update, I 32M got an email from some woman about an affair my wife 31F is having. Throwaway because duh. My wife and I have been together for 7 years, married for 2. Everything in our relationship is great. We rarely fight or have any arguments. This morning I checked my email, as I do every morning, and saw an email from someone I didn't know. I opened it up and the email basically stated that my wife was having an affair. The woman went into pretty good detail, showing the texts and emails between her and the other man. I didn't believe it until I logged into my Facebook and saw the message from that same woman which said, "Hey, I'm sorry, but I have some bad news for you. Please check your email." As it turns out, this woman who emailed me was the wife of the guy my wife is cheating on me with. I can't believe this. This came out of left field. Our relationship was never in a rough spot. I have no clue what led to this. I'm really not sure what to do at this moment. Redditor's reactions update after. Redditor 1, trust, but verify. Redditor 2, I didn't find the advice I was looking for in here, so I'll add my own. You received some information. You need to cross-check it now. Hopefully the record has date and time stamps. If they were text messages, check her phone. If it looks like messages were deleted, check the text records through the carrier to match up messages to that particular number. Look for some evidence to back up the information you received. Do this before confronting her. You don't want to go to her with just a he said she said in your pocket. You also don't want to accuse her of this if it's just some kook ducking with you. Put some effort in yourself here. With regard to the lawyer. In most states, and unless you're particularly wealthy, it probably won't do a ton for you. Infidelity isn't generally a factor in most divorces. Google around to see whether it is or not for your state. To get an STD test done though, if you find corroborating evidence, when you approach her about it, I'd recommend just asking questions. Hey, we need to talk. Is there anything important that you need to tell me? No? Is there someone else in your life right now? Etc. Ideally, she does most of the talking. Rather than telling her the extent of what you know, getting her to confess will tell you whether she's hiding some facts still and might net you more information than you currently have. Better information means better decisions with less regrets based on unknowns. Good luck. Redditor follow-up. The key to this is be as vague as possible at first. So she won't know if you know, how much you know, etc. Redditor 3. Confront the wife. Get the truth. Ask yourself if this is something you want to forgive and try to work through to save your marriage, or if you would prefer to get divorced. Many people will just say, lol, divorce the BTCH, delete Facebook, lawyer up, hit the gym, but only you can decide what's right for you. I know of at least 2 married couples in their 60s where one of them had an affair in their younger days, and they decided to work through it, going on to be happy and loving for decades. You must decide what you want. From your side of the story, you didn't ask for this, you didn't mistreat her, and you don't deserve this. Sorry to hear it, but keep your chin up. Op answer, if my wife really is cheating, I'm getting a divorce. I've been cheated on before and I have no tolerance for it. Confronting her sounds like a good idea, but what if she lies? Then she'll know I'll be on her and she might take steps to cover herself better. Anyways, thanks for the input. Appreciate it. Update: I 32M got an email from some woman about an affair my wife 31F is having. First of all, thanks for the advice everybody. I seriously appreciate it. Yesterday evening my wife went over to our neighbor's apartment. While she was gone, I snooped through her texts and her email. It pretty much confirmed that she was cheating on me with the guy I was messaged about. But that wasn't it. There were 2 other guys she's cheating on me with and one of them has a girlfriend. So that's where we are right now. My marriage is done and I feel depressed. Edit, I can't thank you guys enough for the advice. Seriously thanks. Redditor's reactions. Redditor 1, shitmate, you know what you need? A beer. Not lots. Just one. It's midday and you Americans need to learn to pace it. Like if you're in South England anytime, come have that beer with me. Then we'll go shoot some clay pigeons and your obsession with guns will make you king of the grounds and every bloke there will call you a champ. Call you all right for an American, as we'll have a pint down the golf course because everyone knows the ducking range doesn't have a decent bar. You drink at the golf club. If the weather is decent there will be a bit of toddy, so I'll introduce you to some girls who will explode over your American accent. Maybe you can say what are funny and some other essay. Then maybe we'll go fishing because duck me lad, that's a prime time to have another beer. Then we'll go out to the local pub, bit of a boozer dive, then we'll say hey to Eddie and I'll say that your ex-miss us was a cunt. Of the widest variety. He'll then give you a shot. Which we'll do another of because now you're feeling good and Eddie has had the same string of luck you've had. Maybe we'll talk to those girls again, and despite the fact we'll look completely different, I'll tell them we're brothers who were separated at birth. Maybe you got the looks but I got the charm and all that bollocks. Maybe we'll go back to their place, but probably we'll have to show them we're flush, so we pop to some bar where we can get them some blue wickets and we can get more shots. I'll let you pick up the tab, then chime in with the old I don't feel bad about that as this lad's done well over there. I'll take the Millie Munter and who knows, she could be ducking hilarious. But I'll wing you with the hot friend. When you look cozy and you're telling her all about how sexy her accent is to you despite being an Essex girl or some other screecher, I'll take Millie Munter home. I'll duck her too. It'll be my gift to you because you mate don't deserve the bollocks you've been through, and when you're up to your balls in tip-top gas you can look me in the eye the following morning when we're having our recovery pints and tell me wholeheartedly without a doubt in your mind that being free of that absolute cockwomble you called a wife was the best thing that ever happened to you. Redditor follow-up, I understood about 20% of that. But damn if that doesn't sound like a good time. Truth time. You Brits are okay, thumbs up. Redditor 2, whoever this woman is, she did you a favor, pay it forward and inform the girlfriend of the one dude who isn't single. Redditor 3, take time to grieve, your marriage is dead. However, once you're done grieving, don't look at your marriage as a relationship anymore. It's a business deal gone bad now. Treat it as such. Redditor 4, so sorry to hear that it is now confirmed. Keep a clear head and go through the necessary actions. I really hope you have great family and friends to help you through this time. Redditor follow-up, included in those actions would be to thank that mystery woman for helping him find out he's being taken for a ride.